So, welcome. My name is Michael Mastro, and this is Transformational Vedic Astrology, vastucreations.com and American Institute of Vastu.com. Today we're going to look at the chart from Mike Bloomberg, who entered the presidential race towards the end of November 2019. And if you look to the eastern horizon when he was born, you would see the constellation associated with Cancer rising at 3 degrees. 3 degrees becomes really an important factor, and it becomes the most effective point of every house. Any planet that's close within 5 degrees has some impact, like Sun, like Saturn. And so first we're going to look at how the planets are operating, and then we'll see when they're operating and what we could do to fix the chart. So any multicorna sign, which are 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11, some planets rule 2 signs, and one of those 2 signs is the sign that planet is most affiliated with. And those are called multicorna signs. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 11. Any of those that fall in the 6th, the 8th, or the 12th, the Dustana or challenging houses, become functional malefic. So here we have Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter becomes functional malefic. Then here we have Aquarius in the 8th house ruled by Saturn. It becomes functional malefic, along with Rahu and Ketu for every sign. So no multicorna sign in the 12th house. So we look at first what Mike came here to work on in this lifetime, wherever the multicorna signs are in each of these houses. Each house has some aspect of our life. And so if we look at, sorry about that. Okay, so if you look at first of all, the second house has Leo, ruled by Sun, and that's a multicorna sign. So working on wealth, fame, and continuation of the marital bond. Sixth sign, Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Here we have is working on entrepreneurial success, business, and communications. Here we have Libra, ruled by Venus, working on happiness through the family. Here we have Saturn, Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, working on health and debts and delays, things like that. And then here we have Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, and this is research and also obstacles. And then here we have career, Aries, ruled by Mars, and those are the main things. Plus, Cancer rising in the first house, ruled by Moon, life purpose, longevity, and fame. So let's see how the planets are operating. So Sun is at 2 degrees. So any planet that's less than 5 degrees becomes weak. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees, it's said to be in old age, also becomes weak. And there are also other ways planets can become weak. But Sun is weak, close to the most effective point, so it gives some strength. And it's ruling this house of wealth, fame, and recognition, and continuation of the marital bond, and it's placed in this 8th house of obstacles, but also research. So it says he can have wealth through leadership into research, into finances. So his Bloomberg News is financial kind of planning kind of news. Then Moon is at 24 degrees, ruling that house of life purpose, and placed in the house of relationships, partnerships. This is also the house of health. So Moon gives good consulting ability with partners, and he's a very good magnetic motivator. And also it's conjunct Mercury. So Mercury is that business and communications in partnerships and get it through life purpose. Mercury is at 22 degrees, and it is ruling the planet, the house of business, communication, entrepreneurial success. And so he has entrepreneurial success through business, IT, computerizing the financial planning. He's a great salesman, good buy, sell, and trade through the stocks. Jupiter's at 18 degrees. It is malefic, and it is afflicting Mercury and Moon placed in the house of income. So it says that he can teach people how to get out of debt and improve their finances, and he gets income through that. Venus is home life and happiness, and happiness through home life, and also property, and it also represents wife. And so Venus is one of his better planets too. And it's finances as well. So Saturn's at 29 degrees, so it's in old age, it's weak, it's functional malefic. It is ruling this house of research into helping people with financial planning in the career house. And it is slightly conjunct Mars, so gives Mars, actually I skipped over. So Mars is ruling the house of career in its own house, gives it a lot of strength, gives him a lot of ambition and power and competitive nature, as well as courage to start a new business, and also he was a competitive skier. So yeah, Saturn again made him very disciplined, and it afflicts Mars just slightly. So I think his strength comes from Rahu and Ketu. Rahu giving the desire for wealth and fame, Ketu giving insights into financial planning, and any downside and weakness of the planets or the malefic planets is taking care of charities. He's a very big philanthropist. He helps people. And let's see, when the planets were operating, he got a $10 million severance pay in 81, which was a pretty big deal during a Rahu period. And so Rahu, again, desire for wealth. Started Bloomberg News in 1990 during a Saturn-Venus period. Venus, again, finances and partnerships. And then and property. Let's see here. Became mayor in 2002 during a Mercury period with the relationships. All politicians have relationships and good communication skills. He's a very persuasive speaker. 2007, he switched from Republican to Democrat during a Mercury Sun period. Sun is politics. Mercury is kind of change of your mind, being indecisive. November 24th, 2019, he put in a bid to run for president during the K2 insights into and then politics. Sun is politics. So what could we do to improve the chart? So chants and charities for the malefics, and he's doing that. So that helps strengthen his chart and helping people. And then, wearing red, wearing white, wearing green, wearing white again, and orange for sun. You could wear the gemstones, pearl, emerald, diamond, ruby, red coral, Or you could wear a kavash that contains the Devata yantras for all of those planets. That would strengthen all of his weak planets. But I definitely think that Venus is, one of his best planets, and that gives him that, ability to deal with finances and help people with their finances. So thank you for listening. If you were interested in a Vedic astrology reading using the Transformation Vedic Astrology, go to vastucreations.com under services, or if you'd like to learn Transformation Vedic Astrology, which you can see is pretty accurate and simple to learn. And you could also become certified as an astrologer at American Institute of Vastu.com. Thank you again for listening.